What's up, guys? So I've been coding for some years now, but in 2025, I realized that I don't write code the way I used to anymore. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I use AI in my workflow and in my project. So let's dive right into the video. All right, guys. So I'm currently working on my agency website, so I want to fully start my agency. I've been doing it, so I've been doing the freelancing part, but I didn't give it a name, but I just want to make it fully professional by having a name, a logo, basically the branding stuff and all. And this hero page you are seeing was generated by AI, not really generated. I steady it and do a little back and forth with the prompting and all, but this didn't come at the top of my head. I still had to reference some designs as well, and this will now lead to how I approach designs in general using AI. So this is the hero section. I have this showcase section of some of the projects I've built for different clients, and this problem solution section and what we offer section. So I don't want to use the word vibe coded, but I just generated this process section, but I'm not cool with it. So I'm going to like walk you through my thought process on how I use AI in this context. So first of all, I use VS Code. I don't use Cursor, Windsurf, or the likes. I've tried them, but I realized that for now it's not for me. I prefer copying the code and pasting it myself for some weird reasons. That really works for me. You can let me know in the comments what text editor you are using. And even VS Code has this, I think it's called, let me see if I can open it. All right. The funny thing now is that I can't even bring it up anymore because I barely use it. But it's just this text editor like the one in Cursor where you can prompt. All right, that targets a specific file you want to edit and make changes to. So I want to review this section, and the first thing I normally do is that I go to a web interface like T3 charts. You can use Cloud Code, but I don't use Cloud Code. I only use that when I am doing more of logic stuff. But in terms of UI, I use T3 chart because it has literally all the models. So from Claude 4 Sonnet to Gemini 2.0, basically all the models you can ever think of, it's right here and it's quite cheap. I'm not doing a paid ad, but I really enjoy using this particular product. So for design, I use GPT-5 and Gemini 3.0. So where is it? Right, this one right here. But I'm out of tokens or credits, rather. I'm out of credit, so I am using just the default one that I have. So then what I normally do next is that I go to either Dribble, or I mostly use Framer for my design reference. So I've gone ahead to open all these beforehand so that it will be easier for me to explain. So but you can go to Dribble and search whatever section you want to build. So you can see that I was searching for how we work. I just want to see how we work section like so. And you will have like different designs of different how we work section. So I didn't really see anyone I liked here. So I went to Framer and I searched for agency. So agency websites. Then I just opened a few of them. So I will start with this one first. So I really like the design of this one. It's better than what I have here. and these have like 5 steps. So I might likely tell you to use 4 steps as this. So the first thing I will do is I will just quickly get a snapshot of this section. So this section right here. So after I've gotten that, I'll head back to TT Richards and just attach that image I screenshotted like so. And at the end of the day, you need to know what you are doing. So you need to have idea of how to actually program and how to think, because AI won't really think for you. It's what you tell it to do. That's what it's going to do for you. Sometimes it overdoes things and you might likely say it, but that's where you have to now come in as a developer to make corrections yourself and reprompt and reprompt again. So what I'm going to say is that and you guys shouldn't judge my prompting skills, by the way. What I'm going to say now is I want, okay, let me say, please, I want you to help me build my how we work section, and I have attached an image that you can use, and here is my code as well. But this is not all. I'm supposed to go to VS Code and just copy my entire how we work file right here. But before I do that, let me open this back. So I'll go back and say I am using Next.js, Tailwind, and Shad CN. And from the screenshots I attached, it's using a dark theme, but mine will be a light theme, and it should be clean and responsive for mobile as well. Good luck. So I'm going to paste the code right now. Now hit enter, and so it's trying to come up with something. Okay, so I'm having a feeling that this will be total garbage. Well, let me copy and paste it. So I just realized I copied the what we offer instead of how we work. So I'll just copy this one again. So, and I will edit this and cut all this one out and paste in the correct one. And let's try that one more time. And for cases like this, I will just start creating a new chat, because for some reason these LLMs act in a very weird way where once you give it a first prompt and you try to edit that file again, it likely like generates something off. So but let's see what it comes up with. All right, so let me copy and paste it right here. So let me save and let's check what we have. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad, but it's still far from what we have. But I really don't want it to be like exactly this one, but at the same time, still not bad. What I will likely do is I will say, can you make the steps to be 4 instead of 5? Use 5 like so, while still passing the same message. All right, so in this case, I think we just need to update just the steps if I'm being correct. So I'll copy it like so, and I will replace it with this one and save. And if I go back now, we have 4. Okay, but the grid is in 3, so I'm guessing, let me just copy the entire thing. Let's see what changed and what did it change. So let me paste everything again and save like so. Okay, so um okay, but I still don't like this one. And if I change this to a 2 grid layout, it's not going to look big. So I'm guessing that I should let me go back and use Ctrl Z. I guess I'll just stick to this 5 because it's way better. Or if I want to do this, I will just stick to 4, but I will still have like a 3 grid layout. But for this one, I'm zoomed out, so maybe that's why it's like this though. But as you notice, like I said, the design it gave me was totally off. So what I will do is that maybe I will come right here and re-prompt it again. So let me paste in the same screenshot and say, please, each of the card should look like what I have on the screenshot. And as you've noticed, I've not gone and looked at what is happening right here, and that is normally the last thing I do. So once I'm okay with what I have visually to some point, I will then go to the code and manually make changes myself. All right, so it's done. Let me copy and paste this one as well, like so, and save. I'm having the feeling it's not going to get it because that thing is pretty kind of hard to achieve. Okay, so I can see the whole stuff is trying to bring here. Then for the icons, okay, the icons are on top of this. Okay, this is not bad. It tried to some point, but I'm not going to use this. So let's go to another website and check how theirs look. Okay, this one is not bad. Let me check this one as well. Okay, this one is not bad as well. But I do prefer this one. Let me check this one. Okay, I don't like this one. So I think I'll go with this. This is way better. So let me say, let me reset this and scooch down to where the process is. So then I'll take a screenshot as well. But you know what, this time I'm going to like zoom out so I get the whole flow and all. Okay, so let me take a screenshot again. All right, so I've gotten the screenshot and let me paste it. Okay, so I've made, or rather I've attached a new design. So go with this design and it should still be light theme, and also each of the cards should have a blue gradient feel like the other attached image you are seeing. Please pay attention to details. So I'm going to go back to this one, or rather this one, and I'm going to just screenshot just one. So just this one, because I want each of them to have that design, but I want them to also have the linear gradient fill. So I'm going to attach the other one as well. All right, so let's send this. All right, so from what I'm seeing, if I go back to my code earlier on, we didn't have tags. We really have this, but now it's adding tags. So I'm guessing it's referencing the design from the other image. So this is going to be a complete mix. I can just see that coming. So let's check. This is not that bad, but at the same time, it's still not the best. But let me just quickly change this to a 2 grid. So where's it at? So for large devices and all, let's still maintain the same 2 grid system. Okay. Okay, now looking at it, it doesn't look that bad. And for the color, we can do this is just telling me to change this to linear because that's the correct one now. Instead of gradient, we'll use linear and use linear right here. So you see from blue 600 to blue 400. So we're saying, okay, those are for the icon. And again, I'm not using framer motion, so I'm going to get rid of that. Let me see. So I'm going to get rid of all this right here as well. And we don't need the index anymore. So now you can see that I'm manually making changes to each of these sections. So again, another thing I would like to do, let me check what we have here. Okay, this is stage 1. You wrote stage 01. So let me see. So let me correct these ones like so. All right, so style guys, let me add as to my workspace, and let me get rid of this. And we don't have any state right here, so this is not going to be a client component. Then again, I'm still not cool with these colors. It's not matching with my main color. So before I make changes to that, I will get rid of all this one as well as the BG. I don't need that. This will be okay. Let me leave this one at this because I need space for it. Okay. And you know what? I think the previous section had a PY. So I will go to the previous section and this will be padding top of 24. And I'll leave this like this for now. When I add another section, I will change this one to PT24. All right, so I would say I'll copy it. This is where I will have to like open a new chat and say, please, can you use my BG primary color as the linear gradient instead of the random blue colors so that my website can have the can have so that my website can have a better feel. So what I do most times in this case is I will like screenshot my entire page. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to paste it in. So I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to paste in how we work like so, and then I'll go to my globals dot css file and paste in you know what, I'll just paste in the entire thing. So it's going to look at my primary color and you make sure it uses that color. All right, so I guess it's done. Let's just copy and let me go back here, and in this case let me comment this one out and paste in a new one like so and save. So let's see what we have. And okay, this is fine, but to be honest, I'm still not cool with it. So I'm very sure you can now see one of the, should I call it disadvantage, but one of the clear signs that AI is not going to take your job anytime soon. So what I'm going to do afterwards, probably after this video, I'm going to still do some prompting back and forth. And most times, I do change the model. So for cases like this, I can just use a different model. So let me try and use Gemini 3 Flash. Let's see what it comes up with. All right, so let me copy and paste it. So and save. Okay, this is worst. I prefer the earlier version. So let me go back and let me try and Ctrl Z to the previous version and see if that was it. Yeah, so I prefer this version, but I'm still not satisfied with it. First of all, I don't like this whole scaling stuff when I hover on it. I really don't like that at all. And also, I might get rid of these tags as well. And I also noticed that the texts are quite small. So if I go to the P tag now, I'll just get rid of this text small as well. And I think it's going to be way bigger now. And this one can be like an extra large, like so. I think things are now like coming together. Still not there yet, but things are coming together. And I might likely change the gradient fill because everything looks blue. So I can see let me do one more. So let me open a new chat and say, and let me switch back to GPT-5. So I would say, can you make the linear gradient for each of the card to be much better, and it should be more of a white to blue or blue to white instead of blue all around. I'll paste in my code and let's see what it's going to give us. And before I copy this code, he gave me a suggestion right here. So let me just say I want each of the card to have a slightly different tint of blue, and also give me the full code. All right, so I'll copy this one now and let me go back and paste it and save, and let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so this is way better to some extent, but what I'm going to do, and this is going to just be after this video, I'm going to like change the colors myself because I'm not cool with the colors, but the aesthetics is getting better. And this is where I'm just going to come right here and I'll just try and do this myself. But the cool thing about it is that I was able to get this far with AI. And yeah, that's the size of the video. I hope you learned one or two things. And if you didn't learn anything, let me know in the comments as well. That's also fine. But I just wanted to show you how I use it, and I will start, and I think I'll keep on doing more videos like this because I personally think that many people have this notion, especially on Twitter and all that, that you should do everything at the top of your head, that AI coding is trash, it gives you wrong code, Most of the code it gives to you are dated, and yeah, there are some truths to that, but that's where you as a programmer or as a developer now comes in place, because I'm going to vet all these lines of code right here, because there are some things I'm seeing right here that I really don't want, and I'm going to like manually correct them and make the changes myself. If you like the video, do want to share the video, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section.